Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Rivera. So is she that OP? Okay, is she fulfilling the hype? Let's take a look her stats first. If you take a look from her stats, then I must say her survivability is quite decent for buffer, healer, and support. Okay, like you can see here, she can get 70% defense and spirit. Yes, he can get 80%, but I think that's kind of a troublesome because to achieve that, you need to equip two-handed instrument weapon, and that means you need to have her STMR if you still want to activate her trust ability. Okay, because her trust mastery word is one-handed instrumental weapon. So let's just say she only gets 70% boost. So yeah, maybe lower than Sylvie, but still pretty decent as a buffer. For health, it is nice 60%, but again, compared to Sylvie, she is inferior. But still pretty decent for normal character. The outstanding stats for Rivera is the MP. Okay, the MP is insane, guys. Yes, maybe the raw boost for MP is kind of low, only 250. I mean, yeah, the MP amount only 250, lower than Sylvie, but like you can see here, the boost is insane, 140% MP. From what I can remember, this is the highest natural MP boost you can get from a character. Maybe you say, what for what? MP is really useful for Rivera because later you will find that her attacking power based on her MP, and oh boy, this is really interesting. Maybe in the future we will get tanker or spirit, yeah, tanker or whatever, which can attack based on their health. So this is really interesting, guys, but I will talk about the abilities on the ability section. For other passives other than stats, I mean, it's kind of ordinary in my opinion. Okay, she has blind, sleep, paralyzed, petrify, nice, but not that special. For elements resist, she is quite good. Okay, she has 20% on all elemental resist and extra 30% for dark. So she is kind of like Sylvie, who has decent elemental resist. For MP, she recover 5% MP per turn, but maybe it's not that. Yeah, it is not that low because she able to restore 10 MP to all allies, including herself. And if you equip her Trust Mastery word, it also gives you 2 random MP recovery to 2 characters. Okay, maybe it can hit herself, but I don't think she has any problem with her MP. Okay, and she also has 50% chance, decreased chance of being targeted. Quite good, make her durable on the game. But other than that, I don't think anything special from her passive. Yes, fatal damage protection is nice. The all elemental resist buff is nice, but again, you need to be below 30% to activate this, and 50% are not hiked by any means. So yeah, simply good stats, but mediocre passives in my opinion. Just normal. Okay, so enough about stats. Now let's talk about abilities. The bad news is I don't think she can become your main buffer. Okay, because what she has is only attack and magic buff. Yes, they are decent. Like you can see here, you can get 150%, 120%. Okay, it is a setup, and from her cooldown ability, you can get 170%. Okay, here. But the problem is it is only available every 5 turns. But yeah, the good thing is it cannot be dispelled. But where are you gonna get that defense and spirit buff? It is really important. Yes, you may say, I have Sacred Shield Charlotte. Yes, you can do that, but that's talking about combination, not the individual character. Okay, so the point is she cannot become your main buffer, period. What about her offensive abilities? Yes, they are kind of nice, like you can see here. It is MP scaling attack. Let's say you able to reach 2000 MP, that means it is equal to have about 2400 magic stats. They are good, but the problem is the damage modifier is kind of low. So she won't be able to deal insane amount of damage. And most of this offensive attack only available if you use Reverberation. And Reverberation itself is a cooldown move. It is only available every 5 turns. So yeah, you won't be able to use this frequently. Okay, I think Sylvie buff ability chaining is more useful. Same for the Summer Fit. Okay, you get Aurel Ray and tada, you can deal Water Elemental Chain. And this one, wait, nah, this one, what, only lasts for 1 turn? What, so bad? So I don't think her buffs are good. Sorry if your opinion is different, but me, I'm not interested at all for her buff, okay, especially because need this Reverberation. I think they need to rework her again in the future like Mira, but after some reworks, I believe her normal buffs can be useful, okay. The healing is decent, but really not that, okay. The auto revive is good, but only 30% and only 1 turn, so yeah, because you need to use your Reverberation, that's basically mean this is 5 turns cooldown move. So what's the point? And it's only 30% compared to Irid, Lotus Mage Fina, their AoE re-raise lasts for 3 turns. So yeah, I think her other, side buffs are not good. Okay, so enough about bad things. Let's talk about her AoE physical buff, which make her special on this game. For AoE physical buff, I think they are kind of underwhelming. First, the Vigilant Orchestra. So this is cooldown ability. Like you can see, is 7 turns cooldown. So it is not available on demand. Okay? Then maybe you say, why bother? She has Watchful Ensemble. This also AoE protection. Yes, you are correct, but take a look on damage mitigation. It's only 30%. If you fight strong enemy, okay, 50 to 70% damage mitigation on Sick Heart, maybe still not enough. Imagine that it only has 30%. Then it is not enough. Right? But the good news, of course, it has 100% chance. So I think this AoE physical buff only usable if your character have 100% dodge. Period. Okay? Because I have took a look on all 7 stars characters, okay? Yes, you may say Esther is good. She has insane survivability. Elena is good. But again, compared to tanker like Sick Heart, Elena defense stats is still lower. So if Sick Heart with higher defense and better damage mitigation can still die from the boss attack, imagine that on Elena. And if you focus on Elena defense stats, then that means her attack and magic stats gonna be lower. So the only way to use this AoE buff is with 100% dodge character. But the problem is some enemies able to bypass this 100% dodge. So at that battle, I must say Rivera is not usable. But if the enemy doesn't have attack that bypass physical evasion, then yes, it's usable. So some good candidates, I recommend you to have at least 30% evasion on that characters. So if you take a look by that, Zargabat is a god because he has 40% physical evasion. Whoa, that's insane. Okay, and for 30%, you can use Beryl, A2, Esther, Krilla. So yes, Esther can become a good partner for Rivera, but not defense Esther. You need to make her into 100% dodge Esther. And Esther already able to use AoE protection by herself. So what the? For Krilla, yes, it's good because she is a breaker. Basically, you get 100% Auron if you use Krilla as Rivera partner. Very good, okay? But yeah, maybe the notable use again Elena, because Elena, yes, I know Elena only has 20% physical evasion, but if you equip her with 2 Ring of Lucy, then the effects are not wasted because Ring of Lucy also boosts 30% attack and magic. So Elena is really good candidate. But again, 25 plus 25, 50. Yeah, with 2 Ring of Lucy, Elena only has 70% physical evasion. So you still need to search 30% more. I leave you on that. Okay, same for Nagi because Nagi also a hybrid character. Okay, so those are good candidates for Rivera partner. Enough about abilities. Now let's talk about equipment. Now for equipment, it is kind of simple. Okay, you may want to build her MP because it is the source of her damage. Okay, if you take a look on the well build, you can get 2600 MP. So that means with 1.25 multiplier, it's about 3000. And yeah, let's say 3,000, about 3,300 or whatever. I don't calculate, but yes, that's amazing. But again, even with that well set up, I don't think she will that amazing damage because the abilities damage modifier are kind of low. I have talked about this, but for most players, maybe you have like a budget option, then don't worry because your MP will be still great. Okay, 2200. It is very easy to surpass MP parameter mission because like you can see here, you can replace the Queen Essence with dual wield. Okay, you can replace this. Basically what you need is for the Conductor's Baton, 2 Conductor's Baton. Okay, you get 400 MP. That's really insane. These weapons are cheat for MP parameter. I have said this multiple times. For other abilities, you can use All in Harmony. This is from the FFBE anniversary event, so you should have this. But again, if you don't have this, don't worry because what you need is 30% MP, which is easily obtained from some event. Okay, if you are new, then you are out of luck. But for veteran players, I believe you have gathered lots of MP plus 30%. And you can use Ash Ring or even use Genbu Ring. Okay, so really, she is kind of easy to gear. Okay, so enough about equipment. My conclusion for Rivera. So I don't compare her to Sylvie and Zargabat because really, guys, you have seen that her buffs are super inferior compared to Sylvie and Zargabat. Okay, so Sylvie and Zargabat are one of the best characters on this game. Okay, they are really slot efficient, but for Rivera, yes, he has unique abilities, he has unique AoE physical buff. Okay, 7 stars Illusionist Nicole, but I don't think it's that great. Sorry guys. Okay, if you like her because you have a character and able to set her up, then it's good. But the point is here, okay, you want to use her to save your slot, right? So basically you want to ditch your tanker because you able to use your other characters because of Rivera. But the problem is if you bring Rivera to your party, then that's basically change. Yeah, she basically replace your AoE physical tank role because she cannot buff properly. Okay, unless you have right composition of party. So I think her usage are kind of limited. So I think she meant to be created for well players because for well players, for one turn KO players, I believe that LB damage increase, that demon undead killer gonna be really useful. But for normal players like me, really guys, I don't like her at all. Sorry, yes, maybe I don't realize her potential. That's why I cannot give her score, okay? Because she's really unique, guys. She doesn't have any comparison at this point because that unique AoE physical buff. Okay, so I leave you to decide whether to pull her for or not. But for me, I don't like her. And if I get her from accidental pull, I probably gonna be salty, okay? Unless maybe in the future they create some characters that's like 7 stars liquid metal slime, then oh boy, at that time Rivera gonna be insane. But at this point of the game, I don't like her. Okay, so yep, I think that's all you need to know. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy for FFBE guide. Bye bye guys.